Have you ever found yourself, thinking about how we manage life, all its chaos and uncertainty, and yet somehow we try to build our own path, find some happiness?
Absolutely. It often feels like we're looking outwards, searching for some kind of external formula, right?
Exactly, a secret recipe or something. But what if the real structure, the important one, is actually built from inside us?
That's a fascinating way to frame it. It shifts the whole idea of destiny from something we find to something we, actively make.
Yes, and that's precisely our mission for this deep dive. We're going to explore that idea using excerpts from an essay called The Architecture of a Happy Destiny. It's by Pablo Mera.
Ah, Mera's work. It offers a really unique take on building a future, doesn't it?
It really does. He talks about constructing a stable, pleasant future, not as some guaranteed thing, but as an act of will, like building something brick by brick.
And he starts right off by defining what he means by a happy destiny. He's quite clear it's not found in rigid dogma or exact formulae.
No formulas. So what is it then?
For him, it seems to be in the good, the miraculous, the unexpected that plants itself amidst the chaos with the face of possibility.
Amidst the chaos. I like that. He's not ignoring the messiness.
Not at all. He's looking within the mess for possibility. And he uses this really powerful metaphor to explain it.
Right, the architecture metaphor. Let's get into that.
He says, much like one's country or religion are personal constructs, shared amongst those who also choose to believe, so too is a happy destiny in intimate architecture.
Intimate architecture. Built how?
Built brick by brick, he says, with desire, with sorrow, with faith.
Okay, wait. Desire and faith, I get. But sorrow, as a building material, that's unexpected.
It really is, isn't it? It goes against that whole just be positive idea. He's saying you build with the hard parts too. It makes the structure strong, maybe resilient.
Resilient, not fragile. That makes a lot of sense. And he doesn't just keep it abstract, he grounds it in his own life.
Yeah, he introduces himself very personally. My name's Pablo Mera, and some friends call me Trompo.
Trompo, like a spinning top. Interesting nickname.
Could be. And then he lists these facts, things about him that just are. I follow Metallica and Oasis. I am a rugby player. My blood is A+A, and I stutter. And none of the above will ever change. Just fixed points.
But then he pivots, right? From the fixed to the chosen.
Exactly. It's a stark contrast. He says, I have chosen to construct a stable, pleasant future full of gentle pauses and joyful discoveries.
That's the active part, the construction.
And here's the core of it. Not because the world has promised it to me, but because I have desired it enough to make it so.
Wow. That's pure self-determination. Owning the desire, the will to make it happen despite everything else.
It really is. And because he holds this view, he looks at other approaches to hardship and finds them lacking, for him at least.
Right, he mentions a couple specifically.
Yeah, he says, pure stoicism, with its cult of endurance, has not saved me.
So just toughing it out wasn't enough.
Apparently not for the future he wanted to build. And he adds, nor has the draconian with its cult of punishment.
So harsh self-discipline didn't work either. Why do you think those fell short for him?
Well, maybe endurance and punishment help you survive, but they don't necessarily lead to, what do we call it? Gentle pauses and joyful discoveries.
Ah, right. He's aiming for something more than just getting through it. He's aiming for a certain quality of life.
Exactly. Active creation, not just passive acceptance or self-flagellation.
Okay, so he establishes this personal foundation, this internal drive, but then he connects it to the outside world, doesn't he? He brings in an economic reality.
He does. He mentions the economist Joseph Stiglitz and his observation that basically the financial level of the 99% does not change. It's a pretty grim statistic about social mobility or lack thereof.
Acknowledging the systemic limitations, that's important.
Very. But he doesn't stop there. He immediately follows up with his own perspective.
Which is?
But I maintain, he says, that there is a crack in that statistic, a margin where the improbable blossoms.
A crack in the statistic, I love that image. A space for something else.
Yes. And he tells us what he believes exists in that crack, in that margin.
What finds root there?
He says, therein resides the strength of desire, the faith that asks no permission, and the daily miracle of continuing to believe in the impossible.
Faith that asks no permission. Belief in the impossible. It's not about denying the statistic, is it? It's about finding agency despite it.
Precisely. It's finding that personal space, that margin where your own desire and belief can still somehow make things bloom, even if the overall system seems stacked against you.
It makes you wonder where else those cracks might be, in other systems, other statistics.
Definitely. And he brings it all home with this incredibly powerful final thought. It sort of encapsulates his whole philosophy.
What's the final takeaway?
He concludes, "For though the system was not designed for me, I in fact was designed for hope."
Wow. Designed for hope, despite the system.
Yeah. It ties everything together, that happy destiny, that intimate architecture. It's built from your desire, your faith, even your sorrow, because you carry hope within you, regardless of the external design.
It suggests our internal design, our capacity for hope, can somehow contend with the external system.
Contend with it, or at least build something meaningful within it. It emphasizes that resilience isn't about never struggling. It's about using the struggle, the sorrow, the desire, as those bricks.
And integrating it all, not pushing the hard stuff away.
Exactly. It's a tough idea, maybe, but also incredibly empowering.
So, thinking about all this, it leaves us with a question, doesn't it? For you, listening right now. If a happy destiny really is this intimate architecture, built with these specific materials, desire, sorrow, faith, what are your bricks? What desires are you nurturing? What acts of faith, maybe ones that ask no permission, are you taking?
And how are you using the lessons from sorrow?
Right. How are you using all of that to build your future? Especially maybe in those areas of life where you feel, like Mera put it, that the system was not designed for you.
What does your architecture look like?
It's something to definitely ponder.